excited to have them back here today to again outline what WWE will mean to this city. As I said, as Minister for Sport and Rec, as Deputy Premier, this is very much what we're about. It's creating events throughout the year to make sure we can encourage tourists to come to this state. And I know there are many big fans around the nation who will be a little bit jealous that Perth has secured these events, but we hope and trust they'll travel to this incredible city to watch WWE here in Perth. As I said, we're going to be, as a state government, we're going to be more excited or more pumped to have WWE coming back to Perth. And now I'll throw to the Minister for Tourism.
Okay, thank you, Rita. And this is, as the Minister for Tourism, I'm really thrilled. This is a real coup for Perth, a real coup for Perth. So today we can announce that WWE events, 3 spectacular events over 4 days, is coming to Perth. The first event is on Friday, October 10, with the Friday night SmackDown. Then on Saturday, October 11, the Crown Jewel Perth. Crown Jewel Perth. It'll be dazzling. It'll be vibrant. It'll be bedazzling to the whole country, indeed to the whole world. And then on October 13, Monday night, the Monday Night Raw event. Now, this event is going to attract thousands and thousands of visitors to Perth and WA. It's going to attract tens of millions of dollars being spent here in Perth and Western Australia. Local businesses, accommodation, cafes, shops, restaurants, service providers, so much economic benefit coming from this event. And of course, it's going to attract a potential of hundreds of millions of eyeballs concentrated on Perth, Western Australia, through the Netflix coverage of this amazing event. The eyes of the world will be focused on Perth, Western Australia, and when they tune into this event, they'll also be learning about the wonders of Western Australia, the amazing landscapes, the amazing things to see and enjoy here in Perth, Western Australia. This is a government that believes in delivering big, bold, must-see events in Perth. We're putting Perth on the international map, the global map, of being a destination for big, bold, exciting, globally significant events. Now, of course, we know that John Cena is on the bill. John Cena is a Hollywood megastar and a WWE superstar legend, and this is his last hurrah. So if you want to catch him this year, there are limited places to see him. Perth will be one of those places to see him in action for the last time. But of course, we know this sport has its own homegrown Aussie superstars. Rhea Ripley, Grayson Waller, they have their own amazing fan base. They're amazing athletes, they're dedicated, they're superstars in their own rights, and they're part of the bill as well. So, the Crown Jewel Perth event, it's going to bedazzle Perth, Western Australia, Australia, the world. Thank you very much.
Well, on behalf of WWE, we are so excited to be bringing WWE back to Australia and back to Perth. Elimination Chamber did so incredibly well, and now we're taking it that step further. We're bringing Raw, we're bringing SmackDown, we're bringing Crown Jewel Perth. So I know selfishly, Grayson and myself, we are extremely happy to be back home and having not only television live here from Australia, but also having a PLE event, another one. It's just so impactful and it's so meaningful to us, especially because we get to have our family there, get to wrestle in front of our friends and family, and it's just always nice to come home, and seeing WWE sort of spread to different countries is so incredible. The crowds are always awesome, and I remember last time at Elimination Chamber I defended my Women's World Championship against Nia Jax, and I did it successfully. Thank you to the Australian crowd for having my back. They were definitely loud and rowdy that night, and we can't wait to do it again. Very, very excited.
Everyone's been so polite, so I'm going to change it up a little bit. As a Sydney sider, I've said some really mean things about Perth in the past, and I will admit that I've meant them all. But last year and even yesterday getting to be here in Perth, there's definitely a special place in my heart for this place because it's just incredible. We got to go surfing yesterday, and all the WWE superstars who got to come here last year, they haven't stopped talking about Australia and especially talking about Perth. If I have to hear Kevin Owens tell me about how he wants to see another Quokka again, I'll be pretty over it. So it's really exciting to come back here and obviously get to perform in front of our friends and family and all of our fans here in Australia, because the W Universe in Australia support us so much. And to be honest, we just love giving back and saying thank you, because Australian wrestling has been so important to us for such a long time. To see Raw and SmackDown finally for the first time ever live here is very, very exciting. And then we've got John Cena coming, which everyone seems to be really excited about. The last real champion in his final year. John, you've done so many big things. You're an incredible superstar, a legend of the business, but you've got to realise this is my home, lad. I live here. I'm the Aussie icon for a reason. I don't care who you are. You're not coming in my house and disrespecting me. I know you've got this flop rapper, Travis Scott, hanging around with you, but just so you know, when you come here to Australia, I'm not rolling out the red carpet for you, brother. They're rolling out the red carpet for me. You should be thankful that I'm bringing you here. And if we have any issues, John, I'm more than happy to settle it. I'd love to stand above you with a shoey in my hand, drop a VB on your head, lad, and end that career of yours right here on Australian soil. So we're very excited for Crown Jewel Perth.
So, any questions of the stars first?
Yeah, I've got one for Rhea. Obviously, stepping up, taking you back to when you started watching wrestling, did you ever think that you'd see SmackDown and Raw on your home turf?
No, honestly, I never thought that would be a possibility. I remember it being so difficult just to watch it on television here in Australia. I used to get my friends to tape it and give it to me, and that's how I would watch WWE. So to have Raw, SmackDown, PLEs, just WWE in general actually coming here and spending the time and the effort and bringing all the superstars and putting on a good show, it's very, very exciting for all of us. Like, it's a real fan moment for me, but also a proud moment for me, and it's wild to see, and I'm so glad it's finally a possibility, because now I know how hard it was being a fan of WWE and not getting to see the superstars that I really look up to and I want to see live. So for us to come back, it's really meaningful.
And Grayson, same question for you. Obviously, when you're coming on down, when you're growing up, who did you idolise when you were coming through the ranks as a wrestler? And did you have problems accessing them throughout Virginia?
I really like your suit, by the way. I've missed Lowe's. It's a great place, isn't it? For me, very similar to Rhea, you know, being a wrestling fan as an Australian growing up was tough. You'd be watching it at random times of the night. I'll age myself, but you'd be trying to get videotapes from the video store. So seeing how wrestling has progressed, not only in this country, but on a worldwide scale is awesome. And you know, having it live on Netflix right now, like, so many people have a Netflix account, you know, your dad, your mum, everyone's got something on there. And now that they can all share in this WWE experience with us, it makes me proud, because I know now there's some kids, there's a little girl watching Rhea Ripley. Hopefully there's a lad there watching Grayson Waller, and they say, one day I want to do this, because Australian wrestling and Australian wrestlers are the best in the world. Like, no one can touch us. So my thought is, the more this happens, the more Australians are going to get involved, and we can start taking over the industry and taking over the world.
What sort of return did you get last year when you bought the WWE here in terms of visitors?
Yep.
And economic benefit?
Oh, look, it was huge. Last February last year was a raging success, and we had more than 18,000 visitors from out of Western Australia, and they spent in excess of about $36 million. So it was a huge result. And the other thing you can't quantify are all those eyeballs right around the world that are learning about Perth, seeing Perth on the international stage, who might decide, you know what, next year I'm going to come to Perth. Looks like a fantastic place to go. We'll never know the true benefit from these events, but we do measure the immediate impact, and it was certainly worth our while. It was a great result, a great outcome for the state. And this event, I think it's going to be off the charts. It's going to be so much bigger. And I think the hype about this one, the amazing local homegrown athletes behind me, they've got a huge crowd base of supporters that want to see them. And of course, John Cena the headline. You know, this is going to be... have I said the wrong thing? Okay. Can I correct my last statement, please? Apparently there's this guy called John Cena. He wrestles a bit and he might attract a bit of attention too.
Do you have any idea how many people you're expecting in that economic benefit as well? Is it looking similar?
Look, the tickets will go on sale soon and we'll get an indication of that, but there's no doubt this is going to be a sellout, and many of the people, thousands, will be coming from out of Western Australia. They'll come here, they'll want a great time. There's those 3 big events and they'll want to be enjoying themselves. They'll spend money. And once they're here, of course, they'll go out into the regions and explore Perth, and these are people with want to have a good time, got a bit of money to spend, and they'll be doing that.
What are the timings for the starts of these? Obviously on Netflix now, it's not as important as it was when it was on USA Network. It would be morning here and night over there. What are the times for these starts?
Oh, look, I don't have the detail of that, but the beauty about being on the Netflix platform, it took, if you had to sort of go pay-per-view, not everyone can organise that in time. There's a lot of the audience that doesn't have access. Virtually everyone has Netflix, whether it's your granny, your cousins, everyone has it. So it's a very easy thing to hook into and to enjoy.
I understand, but for the live audience,
Yep.
for UFC, for example, starts at 6 a.m. It's a bit different to when something like this starts.
Yeah. You can answer that. Yep.
Yeah, the great thing about our Netflix deal is we can air the show live in Australia. So for the Australians, you don't have to get up super early Sunday morning or any of those things that sometimes happen because of the TV delay in America. When we've got our shows live on Netflix, they go live to air here. So most likely that normal time of between 6 and 10 p.m. type of around thing. And then that way, wherever you are in the world, maybe you're waking up in the morning and watching it. If you're in America, unlucky guys, you get to see everything live at your time. Now it's on our time, lad. So in America, you can wake up at 7, 8, or whatever you wake up the next morning and then watch it back, which is the awesome thing about the Netflix deal. So now we can look after Australia because we're sick and tired of getting up early in the morning to watch our sport. This time everyone else has to do it. I got you. So maybe I'm a politician in my next life. This is feeling good. I'm pretty good at this. Any political questions? I'm ready to go.
Grayson, question for you.
Oh no.
Last year at Elimination Chamber, you did a little talk show, but you didn't have a match. We expect you to get in the ring.
Damn, you got to be so cunning, man. We're going to hurt my feelings. Obviously, it was an awesome opportunity. I'm never going to complain about being in the ring with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. They're 2 of the biggest stars in our industry and will go down as Hall of Famers and some of the biggest stars of all time. So it was surreal to be in that ring with those guys, having my friends and family there. But obviously, while I love to talk and we love to do the entertainment side, I like to fight too. And my dream has always been to fight in Australia under the WWE banner. And the awesome thing, having Raw, SmackDown and Crown Jewel here, there's more opportunities for that. And the roster's loaded. As I said, John Cena, I can see you, lad. I got no problem slapping you in the face and showing you how we do it here in Australia. But there's a lot of other guys on the roster. The New Day are the World Tag Team Champions right now. I want my Tag Team Championships back. So maybe me and my boy Austin Theory do that. Dom Mysterio's on Monday Night Raw. One of my favourites.
Don't make me hurt you.
I was just kidding. No, Dom sucks.
Yeah.
But he's the Intercontinental Champion right now. I'd love to win a championship on Australian soil. That would make me so proud to stand there in front of so many people and show them, hey, we're the best in the world. So for me, exactly what you said. I'm here to fight. I want to fight someone in Perth and I want to show them what I can do.
Last year, obviously, there were 50,000 people at Optus. Does having it here, cap the amount that people come?
It doesn't cap anything. The requirements of WWE was the nature of this show, these events needed to be at RAC Arena, and so we're working with them. But look, this is going to blow out of the water all previous records and interests. So we're going to get people from all around the world who want to be here and enjoy it. Grayson alone, I think, is all we need, and Rhea, they're putting on but we've got an amazing bill, and it's going to be, I think people got a taste of it. A lot of people that haven't had access or go overseas saw it at home. They'll be lining up. People who take part in it in all sorts of ways. There'll be a pop-up merch store. Now, if I had shares in that, could retire. They're going to sell out of amazing merchandise. There's going to be so much interest, there's going to be so much activity generated in Perth, and there'll be people hopping on planes coming from all around the world and Australia to be here. Okay.
Any more WWE questions? All good? Thank you very much. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Grayson. Well done, mate. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
See you. See you.
Thank you.
See you. All good? Okay, other questions?
I was hoping they'd stay and answer the questions of the day. They would, wouldn't they? Grayson in there. Any questions for me about anything? Okay. Go easy on me, Sporty.
In court this morning, the murder charge against the man accused of killing policeman Anthony Woods was replaced with a manslaughter charge. Can you comment on that?
Yeah. Look, this has been a real tragedy for the police family and for his family. And, you know, we know the police do a very tough job. They put their lives on the line daily. And this really hurt the police family. It shattered a lot of lives, and it's very distressing. The DPP, I understand, and police have been in contact with the family. The DPP has made a decision that their best chance of prosecution involves these new charges. So that's a decision of the independent DPP, and I understand that information has been communicated to the family. I can't say much more than that, given this is a legal proceeding. But I think everyone's heart goes out to his family. It's a very sad loss. Police should be able to come home at night when they go out in the morning. They should be able to come home to their families. Tragically, sometimes they do not, and we need to see that family is looked after. They've been consulted, as I said, but as the DPP makes these decisions, they want to secure a prosecution, and their view is that this is the best way to do so.
The TV GPS tracking,
Yep.
Can you give us some clarity? Does it work in regional
areas? These devices are making West Australians much safer. This is good. These are good laws. This is a good system. We heard this morning the Police Commissioner, Cole Blanche, say that the system is working exceptionally well. Those are his words, and they're my words too. The system is working well. Cole Blanche said this morning that people should not put fear into the heads of victims. The Police Commissioner said this morning that people should not put fear into the heads of victims. And I think they're very important words, and I think the opposition leader and the Liberal Party and the opposition generally should heed those words from the Commissioner. This system is working. There is never a doubt about the response to a breach of conditions that is picked up by those monitors. Where this issue is about what you do when there are technical issues. And we've seen our commissioners of the police and corrective services working together to ensure that we have a system where in the very small number of times where police are needed, they're available to assist with technical issues. They will always be available and are always available to immediately respond to any breach. So I've been at the State Operations Command Centre and I've seen the little screen, and I've seen the justice staff and the police officers working side by side in the same room. There's an indicator on a screen and an alarm that comes up. They respond immediately and they respond to any breach. The issue that this is all about is about how to respond to technical issues. Commissioners working together have agreed that it's normally a job of the corrective services staff, but where they're not available, police can be involved in attending to any technical issues.
With these technical issues, are you referring to the connectivity? Is there...
Oh, look, anyone with a mobile phone or a laptop knows that things go wrong, whether it's might be a charging issue or a connectivity issue, you know, and there've been what I've been told by the Commissioner, it's very rare that the police have been called on to help. You know, it's very infrequent, it's a very small number, and they've got the capacity to do so and are doing so.
So those connectivity issues, is that something that you're going to look after? Is it going to be improved in those remote areas?
It's happening now. It's happening now. The Commissioner said this morning they work with their colleagues in Justice. Normally the Justice staff would respond and police are reserved to responding to breaches, which are more serious issues. But where you might have a remote area or a regional town where there's an issue with a technical issue, and if there's not a justice person available to respond, it might be after hours, for instance, the police can do so. So police always prioritise their resources. So, they will respond to those issues, and there's no problem in doing so, and the Commissioner said that. The Commissioner has said this morning, this is a good system, these are good laws, it's working, it's keeping Western Australians safe, and I agree with him. Okay?
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everyone. Should we head off?
Yep.